So what was your thought process and why you jump into the very first as a blockchain developer role? So I hope you started, as you mentioned, supply chain, and I am assuming you started with the Hyperledger Fabric as your early career.
Interact with the blockchain and AI. It's mostly most
Mm-hmm.
of the projects that we have done is like
Ah,
blockchain plus AI. One of my favorite use cases that I have worked on is a hotel booking platform, which is called booktrips.com.
what was your thought process to shift your career focus from blockchain developer to the co-founder and founding the
Take up projects from
uh,
Upwork, Freelancer,
mm-hmm.
and even other projects that we get from outside. All those things we used to take up and work. So it was in 2021 that we started, and that's when, the AI boom happened,
Happen.
right?
Correct.
Yeah. So we felt like,
Your experience on project management, how the project management works,
yeah,
what's the life cycle, or what are the key points everyone should to understand of project management as a developer. Yeah. So how the pricing looks like, or how to decide the pricing. So this is something I feel, or most of the developer feel something challenging part most of the time, like dealing with the negotiation part or pricing part, putting our thoughts into them. Sometimes it feels so low, or sometimes it feels so high. So currently in your company, are you hiring the freshers as well as early blockchain developers? Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back on our YouTube channel. So today we have a very special guest, Mekha Krishnan, who is a CEO of DaapGenie.io, and that's the blockchain service based company. So now Mika has a vast experience from blockchain developer to the CEO, project manager, and whatnot. So now let's go to the Mika and let's try to understand the journey of Mika from blockchain developer to the CEO. Hey, hi Mika, how are you?
hi Akshay, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
So can you tell more about yourself, how you started this journey, and what you're doing now currently? What's your role? Yeah, over to you.
Yeah, sure. So, hi, Akshay, and hi to everyone who's listening to the podcast. So, I'm Mekha Krishnan. I'm the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of DaapGenie Technologies, where, we build scalable platforms in blockchain, AI, Web2, and mobile application development. Today, just like Akshay had told, I would like to share my journey from I'm basically from mathematics background. So from a mathematics researcher to hands-on, tech leader
Amazing.
roles. Yeah. So, and what the whole transition looked like and how I navigate my, current role wearing multiple hats, all those things I can explain.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a small introduction about myself. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mika, for the introduction. Actually, that's what a very interesting thought is. Like you started from mathematics, and I
Yeah.
also have a very huge interest in mathematics, but I'm not that much level of expert in maths. I do mathematics properly, try to do multiple algos, and still I work on some trigonometric concepts over there in
Yeah.
linear algebra.
Uh,
But I would love to know, you started in the maths, right? So what
yeah.
was your thought process and why you jump into the very first as a blockchain developer role? That's what I want to understand from
Yeah.
mathematics as a researcher. And you did your MS, I think, right? Or
MSc
masters in, yeah,
mathematics. Yeah.
MS mathematics. Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
hmm,
yeah, I can explain that. So
sure.
I had two favorite, subjects till my 12th standard. So
Mm-hmm.
those were computer science and mathematics. I'm
Oh,
passionate about those subjects. If I start coding or if I start solving problems, it's, I love solving problems and,
amazing.
yeah. So that's how I got into the, mathematics area. And,
Mm-hmm.
I did my BSc mathematics and MSc mathematics. Then I got into research.
Hmm.
So I was doing my PhD research in for about 1.5 years.
Oh,
So there, my subject again was closer to computer science. It's like a theory of computation related to formal languages, not meta theory. So there,
uh-huh.
I chose the subject, and I was under computer science department only.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the liberty to choose my subject. That was in 2017. So
Okay.
at that time, then I chose my subject as the formal languages and automate applications in blockchain technology.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, I had a very limited resources in blockchain technology and how to learn. Learning blockchain technology itself was a challenge.
Challenge, correct.
We didn't have much materials, nothing. There was nothing. So all
True.
I started with the Bitcoin's white paper.
Mm.
So yeah, then I got into blockchain and I wanted to learn more. So
Mm.
I got into a development program in blockchain. At that time, I didn't have any plan to shift my career.
Okay.
It was completely from an academia to software industry, tech industry. I had changed.
Mm-hmm.
I started developing. I got more into blockchain development. Then it
Okay.
was a kind of realization that
Mm-hmm.
academia is not where I had to,
Okay.
there where I'll flourish. It's the software development industry, and I like coding a lot,
Amazing.
the application development and again, blockchain technology. It was really interesting for me at that
Mm.
time. So I did my full stack development course,
Mm.
then my certification in the foundations of blockchain. Then I did my certification in Ethereum blockchain development, Hyperledger Sawtooth, and Corda. Also, I have done the
Oh.
certifications.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that those certifications. Once I was done with all those certifications. Then I was confirmed. Okay, research is not my area or where I want to continue my career. It's all about passion, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yeah.
you feel that spark. Yeah.
Yes.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, so you are like more into the development. You want to build something crazy stuff. When you started doing this blockchain certification, Ethereum, Hyperledger, Corda, and all those things, right? So you got
yeah,
to know, no,
yeah,
I have not just only been for doing research. I can
yeah,
build amazing stuff over here, right?
yeah, yeah.
So amazing. So on then in your early days, on which use cases you got started working? Like you can say the first use case in blockchain technology or as a blockchain engineer you worked on.
Yeah. So in the initial stages, it was more of I did my certifications and all in Kerala
Mm-hmm.
Blockchain Academy.
Yeah.
So there we had to develop multiple use cases, and we had to submit real life real case projects and all. So
Mm-hmm.
at that time, I did a project on supply chain.
Supply
So
chain management.
supply chain management. So, and also for e-commerce, I have done.
Mm-hmm.
So those were in the initial days. So after that, I got into my work, and I joined a company in Trivandrum as a blockchain developer. There, we had done multiple MVPs and
Mm-hmm.
multiple e-commerce project management, project use cases and all those in
Mm-hmm.
blockchain. So yeah, after that, I switched my career to switched my career to another company which is called Terrain.art, which is an NFT based marketplace platform. So
Oh,
for artists, it would say it's for
okay.
artists and all
Uh-huh.
it's an NFT marketplace
Right.
application. So there, I've been the blockchain developer and the front end role. I'm as you can see in my profile, I'm a full stack developer also.
Yeah.
So, um, like everyone knows, in order to be a blockchain developer, you should be a full stack developer also.
True. True.
You should be able to complete, develop a complete application, front and back end.
Yes.
Then, the solidity part also. It's just it's just a layer above the application development, right?
Yeah.
Along with blockchain, when blockchain application it is coming, it's a normal application plus the blockchain
Plugs.
application on it. So yeah,
Blockchain. Yeah, yeah. So normal application will have their normal front end, back end, and serve all those things.
yeah,
Plus blockchain, the network setup, chain code, or you can call smart contract. All these concept will come into the picture. So you have to take
yes,
care of the both. So there will be
yes,
basically. I also started from the private blockchain journey. What you mentioned,
uh-huh.
Hyperledger Fabric. So
uh,
so you have to take care backend two things. One is
Uh-huh.
your node SDKs or building
Mm.
your proper APIs, and then one is your doing the chain code along with your network setup, all those things. So you have
Yes.
to make sure you are running proper backends everywhere. So I hope
Yeah.
you started, as you mentioned, supply chain, and I am assuming you started with the Hyperledger Fabric as your early career, right?
It was Sawtooth, I would say.
Sawtooth. Acha, Sawtooth was
Yeah.
the earlier one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
earlier one. It was in 2018 that I
Uh-huh.
started it. So Hyperledger Fabric and Sawtooth, and that Sawtooth was also pretty popular. Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. True, true, true.
that's
Okay,
what. Mm.
amazing. So you started with a very great tech stack, and then you shifted to the public blockchain as well. So in okay, one more thing. Again, that's my assumption. So in NFT marketplace, which tech stack you were using?
No, I'm mainly focusing on public
Public blockchain.
blockchain only.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I have done the certifications and few projects in
Mhm.
private. That's like, that's also in Sawtooth. That's it.
Uh-huh.
It's
Mhm.
mainly the public blockchain that I have focused on, EVM, Solidity. That's what.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I've tried few things in Move also, but
Uh-huh.
yeah. Mm.
Okay. So, what other use cases you worked on other than NFT marketplace?
Yeah. So, to be frank, like, in DaapGenie, I got
Mhm.
I got a huge exposure to multiple domains where I can work on. So we have
Mm.
worked on chatbots in the sense blockchain based chatbots where you can interact with the blockchain and AI. It's mostly most
Mhm.
of the projects that we have done is like
Ah,
blockchain plus AI.
amazing,
So
amazing.
yeah, so chatbot applications where you can interact with blockchain via the
Okay.
chatbot and using AI. If you want to transfer an account, just chat with the
Mm.
the chatbot that will do the transfer from your wallet and all those things. So all kind of interactions with
Mm.
blockchain via the chatbot. So that is one use case. And one of my favorite use cases that I've worked on is a hotel booking platform, which is called booktrips.com. So
Mhm.
if you check, they have partnered with Expedia and all, it's a very interesting project that I've worked on.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's a hotel booking platform where, right
Mhm.
now, if you book a project, if you book a hotel room, if you want to cancel it at the last moment, your
Mhm.
amount will be going, right? You don't have a
Right.
place where you can sell that particular hotel booking.
Hmm.
So this is a on-chain marketplace for hotel bookings. So
Okay.
like that. So
Okay. So
that
means yeah, you can book your hotel, and at the same time you can shift the ownership of that booking to somewhere else, or something
yes,
like that, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Amazing. So you don't need to step out at the last moment. Still, that and hotel will also in the benefit, right? My
yeah,
room is not going empty, so where you are just simply transferring that to the someone else. Yeah.
yes,
Good idea.
exactly.
Good idea. Amazing. So
Yeah,
what was that first one? Like chatbot use case? What you explained? So it is
yeah,
like. You are doing the activities, like let's say there is some blockchain running in the backend, and then at a user facing you have the
yeah.
chatbot, so which is taking some instructions, and based on the instructions some blockchain operations we are doing. So is it similar like that, or
Exactly.
ah,
Consider it like, you
hmm,
can have a phone book also, contact list also in that. So
hmm,
I can just tell the chatbot, if I save your wallet address and all those things in my contact list, I can just tell
hmm.
the chatbot, send 0.01 ETH to Akshay. So the
Okay.
chatbot will do all those
Ah,
actions. So if I want to
nice.
check the balance,
Hmm.
market details, all those things, price, all those things you can do. Then we have worked on so we have done worked
Yeah, yeah.
on 20 plus projects.
Oh, amazing. Oh, that's
Yeah,
huge. That's huge. That's huge. It's tough to remember each and every use case sometimes. Cool. Amazing. So I have a very interesting question. Then, what was your thought process to shift your career focus from blockchain developer to the co-founder and founding the DaapGenie.io? So what
yeah,
was your thought over there, and how you
yeah,
shifted from here to there? Yeah.
yeah. So I started DaapGenie with a few of the colleagues with whom
Hmm.
I have studied the blockchain course.
Okay.
So from then I had a really good team there. So
Hmm.
we did even before starting DaapGenie, we did so many freelance works. We used to
Okay.
do it's take up projects from
Uh-huh.
Upwork, Freelancer,
Mm-hmm.
and even other projects that we get from outside. All those things we used to take up and work.
Mm.
So that's how that is the base from where we have started DaapGenie,
Okay.
and we we knew we all of us were blockchain developers.
Mm.
So from there we always talked about we wanted to start a company and all those things. Then we started DaapGenie as a tool, as a tool
Mm.
for as a product based company where it's like it
Mm-hmm.
was a tool for developers. All right.
Okay.
So it was in 2021 that we started, and that's when the AI boom happened,
It's happened.
right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. So we felt that was
Mm-hmm.
a tool for developers.
Mm.
When the chatbot and all when the chat GPT and all
Uh-huh.
came, we felt like, okay, we don't need this tool anymore. So
Ah,
then
acha.
we shifted
Mm.
from that product concept
Mm.
to service based.
Okay.
Yeah, and we
Okay.
wanted to work on multiple areas, multiple
Mm.
use cases.
Mm.
So yeah, so we have worked on marketplaces, DeFi, protocols.
Mm.
Then multiple domains we have worked on in
Mm.
blockchain and AI.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's the journey.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great journey. So first thought process was uh, s- to create a proper automation tool for a developer
Mhm.
to, I think, to automate blockchain processes itself, something like that, right? Or what exactly you're trying to do with that?
We were it's more of a user friendly
Mm.
platform for
Mm.
developers, or it's kind of a no code platform. Okay,
Oh, no
for
code platform.
yeah,
Okay.
no
Okay.
code
Okay.
platform where you can
Huh.
deploy
Mm.
the smart
Smart
contracts,
contracts.
multiple use case smart contracts, multiple
Mm.
templates we have created, and
Mm-hmm.
where the devs can come and take refer the um, smart contracts for
Mm.
depending on the use cases. And if you
Mm.
are a person from non-tech background and you want to
Mm.
deploy a contract, you can customize that and deploy it. And along with that, we did a file management system in IPFS and Filecoin.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It was just a drag and drop and thing, you just have to attach your API, and you can
Mm.
do the complete file management system, just like we gave the Mac interface and all those for it. So
Nice.
like
Nice.
that, that was the tool that we developed. So yeah, that's what.
Amazing, amazing. I
Mhm.
think this tool still makes sense in the now as well. Like it's still relevant, right? Even
Yeah,
though there
yeah,
is AI, they can do much more scripting, whatever they want to build from their side. But automation, and then because so many business people, mostly the business developers, can build complex code from their side. But let's say some entrepreneur want to create their POC sort of thing. That's still relevant for those folks. I think this prototype
yes.
or this product. Yeah.
Yeah, people will
Yeah.
will maybe, I would say
Maybe.
maybe will choose it, depend, but
Uh-huh.
it doesn't have that much of a business
Yeah.
implication. You have to think from the
Mm-hmm.
business side also, right?
True,
If
true,
there
true,
is
true.
a chat GPT and a paid solution here,
Hmm.
I would as a person from tech background or anything, I'll be preferring something from which which is free, of course. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
have to put some more effect. From the business perspective, we didn't feel
Hmm. It's
it will have much of a future for the profits and all those things.
hmm.
So that's
Makes sense.
how we changed the shift. We shifted from that to a service based company itself.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So it's completely. So in which tech you offer services? Mostly, what I understood, AI and blockchain, right? For
Yeah.
full stack solutions.
Yes, so we focus
Amazing.
mainly on the TypeScript and JavaScript basically, like the React,
Uh-huh.
Vue.js, Angular,
Mm-hmm.
those stack only will be providing for the front end
Okay.
and back end also TypeScript, Nest.js, and all those things.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. When I was going through your profile, I got to know that you do a lot of project management stuff as well, as you mentioned.
Yes,
So would you
yes.
like to tell something more about your experience on project management, how the project management works,
Yeah.
what's the life cycle, or what are the key points everyone should to understand of project management as a developer? Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, I'm working in a service-based company. We are running a service-based company, and we
Mhm.
have three blockchain developers, full stack blockchain developers in our company right now.
Okay.
And other full stack developers are also there. I'm
Mhm.
specifying mostly more on blockchain and AI. Okay.
Okay.
So here in DaapGenie, along with the development, to be frank, I focus mainly on the front end development, user experience,
Mhm.
and Solidity, smart contract development and testing. Those are the areas that I focus on in the development part.
Okay.
Here, I mainly work on the project management side, end to end life cycle of a
Mhm.
product. Okay.
Mhm.
So if we get an inquiry, for example, very recently we have worked on a platform where, a game terminal, game creation platform. Okay.
Okay.
So there, AI and blockchain both will be there.
Mm.
You develop a game and then you attach a coin, a token
Mhm.
to that particular game. And so, like that. I'm just taking an
Mhm.
example and, telling you what are the things that I do. So
Right.
I take the requirement from the client, okay,
Okay.
and I do the complete product, the create the complete project scope,
Mhm.
then all the functional requirements, then I define the milestones and what are the things that needs to get done in
Mhm.
this particular timeline. I communicate that with the team. Also, we properly manage using a Jira like platform. We are using
Mhm.
plain
Ah.
Jira like platform where
Mhm.
each task will be assigned to the
That's that. Developer.
respective person. So
Mm.
that and the proper client communication part, we yeah, and the final testing and the confirmation, reviewing the complete application part. And I contribute to the the user experience part,
Mhm.
user experience part in the sense for example, if the design is there, what are my suggestions in the
Mm.
user experience, all those finalization part, and the complete end-to-end life cycle of the product. So
Okay.
all those things from the project proposal to the closure part. So
Okay.
that's what, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you take care of complete when the projects come into the picture to analyze the project. What are the different tasks would be there? Like what should be the deliverables of that particular project and the closure report at the end. So amazing. So
Yes.
complete life cycle of that particular project. Okay, cool. So I have one question, but not with respect to this. In your past, you explained you started from as a freelancing, and then you thought, yeah, we are doing freelancing. Then let's jump to the our own company sort of. So most of the people has the same dream, and they always chase to what we can do by ourselves, right? So
Yeah.
everyone has. In Bangalore, there is so many. All if they want to say, what do you want to do next? I want to start my own company. That's the obvious next immediate step everyone has, same as my as well. Okay, so I just want to understand one key thing here. As a freelancer, when we deal with any projects or when we take up any new projects, so how the pricing looks like or how to decide the pricing, so this is something I feel or most of the developer feel something challenging part most of the time, like dealing with the negotiation part or pricing part, putting our thoughts into them. Sometimes it feels so low or sometimes it feels so high. So how to, what's your suggestions or what's your approach towards this situation?
Yeah, it's depending
Mhm.
on the, how you get the project. That's
Okay.
one thing. So in Upwork, Freelancer, such platforms, you can define your hourly rate.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And also from there, if you basically see the demographics, like, from where
Mhm.
you get that project, see the industry from where you're getting, and from
Okay.
which area you will be getting. That's one major thing, like, for the, like, giving your price. So if it is
Yeah.
in India, even if you are a blockchain developer,
Mm.
like, the hourly rate that you have to give, like, from
Mm.
inside India itself, the hourly rate that you have to provide that to that person, you will have to adjust a bit. Okay,
Mm.
if it is from India. Then if it is from like, abroad, like, from UA, US, multiple
Mm.
areas, we have
Yeah.
had clients. So if that is, like, based on their market, we have to define the rate and should be providing. So that's
Okay.
my take on the,
Mm.
like, defining the rate. So you
Mm.
see the like, based on your experience and the demographics, you have to
Mm.
define the rate and
Mm.
see what is the market rate of that particular area. Then you have
Mhm.
to give your pitch in your rate.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So based on the demographic, based on the experience and complexity as well, like how
Yes.
complex that particular task is. Okay.
Mm.
Because this happens to me. Sometimes I pitch so high and they said, "Oh my God, this is so huge." I think, "Okay, that's fine," and I lose the projects. So
Yeah.
yeah, this usually. Then I feel like, did I literally put more amount into it, or is it my quotation was literally so high? But not so high. But yeah, you are agree, when you are dealing with Indian client, you have to be a little adjustable in terms of your
Yeah.
pricing. Yeah.
Also check which service you are providing. If it is a
Mm-hmm.
normal full stack development your service, like, providing, it will be a bit less. If it is a blockchain
Okay.
application, then you can like, ask for more. If
Okay.
your expertise in blockchain and all those things, like,
Mm. So
uh,
let's say, yeah, yeah, yeah. So can you please give me some one example? Let's say I'm dealing with private blockchains setup,
mm,
some sort of thing. Let's take an example of supply chain itself. If someone
mm,
want to build supply chain, complete end to end product front end, back end, and blockchain setup, writing chain code and all those things. So what do you think? What is a correct pricing plan for them as an Indian client, or with respect to current market
yeah,
scenario?
yeah.
What would
So
be your quotation sort of thing? Yeah.
that is like, you can ask around, like, in
Uh-huh.
Indian market, you can ask around 15. I always talk in
Yeah.
USD term. I
Mm-hmm.
don't talk in INR terms, but yeah, USD
That's
terms, like, that's the global standard,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
An Indian rate, you can ask around $15 to $20, like, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then outside India, you can ask around, like, 20, 25 is small, mostly, like, the standard rate that you can see for blockchain developers globally. 25 to 30 is the standard rate that you can, hourly
Okay.
rate that you can see. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what in Indian, like, you have to, or else you would, like, there will be people always competing with, like, lesser rate, and so in
True.
Indian standard, you can ask around 15 to 20, I would say.
Okay.
Always
Got it.
ask 20,
Mhm.
25. Like,
So
then negotiate and
yeah.
come to, you will have to
Huh.
negotiate anyways.
Correct, 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 correct. If you
Yeah,
directly say this much, they will say, okay, tata, bye bye. So of course you have to give little higher, then slowly come down and
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool, 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 cool. Completely makes sense. So okay, understood. Now let's talk more in terms of what do you think? Like, as you are in the service base, you are dealing with multiple projects, and you know the trend, like AI plus blockchain is also booming,
Mm.
and you are doing multiple projects on that. So what's your observation? Like, what would be our next use cases you are thinking in terms of blockchain plus AI, or in terms of generic, what kind of projects builders are building? So what students should focus on. Yeah, I can concentrate on this particular tech stack, so I can grab the front end, I can go to the MERN stack, I can learn the blockchain or AI. So what's your suggestion for those things, like your
Uh,
observation and then your suggestions? Yeah.
sure. So regarding the applications and the use cases, it varies. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
last year we had to work on chatbots.
Okay.
This year, it's like, more of like, contextual, like, AI based generative application generation, those kind of applications.
LLMs.
Yeah. And all those things, like, it varies. It varies. Tomorrow, if AI is like, bringing some other new use case and some other areas where, like, it is booming, blockchain will also be like, adapting AI and will try to like bring that application in blockchain also. So it's like varies from time to time. If
Okay.
one time it is gaming, it is another time it is DeFi, then another time it is NFT. So that's regarding the use cases. It varies from time to time. All
Okay.
right. And if you ask me about the stack,
Hmm.
the most like adapted like stack for front end is React
Hmm.
and blockchain application. So
Hmm.
I'm personally, I like Vue.js development a lot, but
Okay.
I had like I like both React and Vue, but I like
Uh-huh.
Vue a bit more. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
I like.
started, I know you started from Vue.js. That's why you have more angle towards Vue.js sort of
No,
thing,
no,
or
no, no, no. I started with Angular.
oh.
Yeah, I started with Angular. Then I
Okay.
shifted to
Okay. Okay.
Vue.js and React.
Vue.js,
But like,
React.
the
Hmm.
reason why I use Vue.js is it's so much like, in lesser number of lines, you can do
Hmm.
so many things in Vue.js. So
Okay.
that's like, very developer friendly it is. So that's one
Nice.
reason that I like Vue.js. But since you're in blockchain industry,
Mm-hmm.
you have to adapt React itself because
Yeah.
most of the libraries and the solutions that they give, they'll
Mm-hmm.
focus mostly on React
Packages.
will be
Yeah. React.
providing. Yes.
Yes.
So React is the stack that you have to focus on if you are like, getting into blockchain development for
Okay.
front end. Backend, to be frank, we use Nest.js,
Hmm.
TypeScript based backend you can use.
Okay.
It's mostly the front end that you have to be very focused in blockchain. Like, it's
Hmm.
a, like, more than backend, it's the front end
Front end UI
packages
experience
and the,
matters.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not just about UI experience. It's a blockchain based, like, in public blockchain and all. It's a
Uh-huh.
browser to browser interaction. Your
Mm-hmm.
wallet, mostly the solutions are for your wallet, right?
Right.
So your wallet is actually linked to the browser, so the front end.
True. Hmm.
So most of the packages and most of the things that you have to use or adapt, everything is in front end. So
Front end.
front end page, like, plays a major role in blockchain development. So your yeah, and backend, like, TypeScript, Node.js. We use Nest.js, okay? Like,
Mm-hmm.
mostly Nest.js or yeah, Nest.js is what we mostly use.
Hmm.
It's a
Okay.
very like, it gives a like, very structured and
Hmm.
very user friendly. And if you check Nest.js itself, you can do anything with this Nest.js if you want to
Okay.
create microservices, anything. Like, everything is so much like, structured and user, like, developer friendly. And
Hmm.
yeah, that's what about Nest.js.
Okay.
And yeah, learn TypeScript. That's what I would say.
Hmm.
If you learn TypeScript, you can work on anything. If you give React, like, I can develop React. If you know TypeScript and basic template and structure of Vue.js, you can develop that also.
True.
It's about your like, how strong your foundation is,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So if your foundation is strong, and like, you can work on multiple stacks.
True. True. True.
Yeah.
So, what blockchains you are using? Mostly Ethereum or
EVM
other one?
based only we
EVM
are
based
using,
chains.
and we have done multiple projects on Solana also.
Solana as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and
Hmm.
I forgot to mention about that. And
Hmm.
coming to blockchain, it's Solidity that you have to start learning. Like, if you're
Hmm.
start your journey with Solidity itself, because
Okay.
um, yeah, that's from where you have started, and most of the chains that you see is either Solidity or Move, like, Rust based.
Rust based. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are the two things that you can learn from blockchain.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Got it. So, what do you think? Like, is there, so because so many people used to ask me, shall I learn Rust for Solana ecosystem,
Mm,
or is it good to stick with Solidity only? So, what's your thought? Like, is there a lot of projects shifting to the Solana ecosystem, or it's still there is a lot of projects in EVM?
mm.
Uh,
If you are interested, you can learn Rust. And if you are right now, I'm a
mhm.
Solidity developer. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it depends on the area also that you want to work on.
Acha.
You have opportunities on both the areas, like
Okay.
EVM, Solidity and Rust. You have
Opportunities. Yeah.
opportunities. Okay, so most of the main chains, are in Ethereum itself,
Hmm.
EVM based chains only, and
Yeah.
Solana, Sui, Aptos, all those things are using Move as their
Hmm.
language. So, if you see Solana and all those things, the most of the applications that you see are the mem tokens and
Hmm.
all those more than DeFi, it will be
Hmm.
like use cases, game based, mem, all those things will be there in
True.
Solana and all those things. Yeah.
True. True. True.
But if you check EVM, you can see so many DeFi applications more than those things, you
True.
say. So if you want to focus on DeFi and all those things,
Hmm.
you can focus on Solidity or else go with Rust. Personally, I would say try both the languages, see
Hmm.
which one you are interested,
More
more
comfortable, more
yeah, you
interest.
are
Yeah.
comfortable. Both has opportunities. That's what
Hmm.
I would say.
Acha.
Check out both, which one you like more and which one you are more comfortable. You can focus on one thing, or else you have
Hmm.
the option to work on both.
Of course, of course.
It's
So
always good,
yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
first, let's get your hand dirty with both the language, understand
mm,
their structure, understand their programming skills, and I believe Rust is a little bit tough to
yeah,
understand because it's more like C++ and Java or JavaScript, something like that. I
yeah,
think it's Java and C mixture sort of thing. Rust.
mm,
It's a very strict programming, but Solidity is very user friendly. It's more like JavaScript, right, on your go. So like whatever you can do, lot of
mm,
it's
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Basically it's easy and good to write as a early
Uh,
developer sort of thing. Yeah.
Let me correct,
Yeah.
not like correct you. It's like,
Mhm.
if you were learning Rust for in the starting and
Mhm.
then shifting to Solidity, then Solidity you might feel like, okay, this is a different approach. I don't feel like
Yeah,
learning
yeah, yeah.
Solidity. But
Of
if
course,
you
of
have
course.
learned Solidity and you try to shift to Rust, you will feel
Rust.
like, okay, Rust is a bit tough and I don't feel like shifting. Both are different
Hmm, 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 hmm,
approaches in the sense, even when it is coming to the blockchain
hmm.
application itself, imagine an NFT deployment or NFT uh, collection itself. The approach itself is like very different in both.
True,
So
true.
yeah, both, if even if you are studying both, you should be able to understand both approaches. It's like both are like two different approaches, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to mention. Here is
Yeah.
a complete different understanding will be the
Mm,
concept itself that ERC
mm,
is something else in Rust. The your contract will become program over there in Rust. So it's
mm.
completely different things altogether. So it's
Yeah.
up to you what you feel comfortable and what's the use cases you are targeting. So
Mm,
that's you do your due diligence before just judging that yeah I can go stick to this or that. Okay, completely got it. Thank you so much for
yeah.
mentioning in detail the path. I hope our audience will relate to this, whatever we are trying to,
Yeah.
judge over here. Yeah, completely fine. So I would have now just one question for again thinking in terms of developer itself.
Mhm.
So they are asking a lot of people used to ask me the roadmap. What is the correct roadmap? I always tell them, yeah, just start with the Solidity, as you also mentioned, right? Starting with the Solidity is the best thing, and then moving further, you can explore multiple things. So, but still, I would love to know from your side the some basic steps as an early developer. Let's say if someone who is in second year of their engineering or third year of their engineering, they want to get into the blockchain ecosystem or full stack ecosystem, so what should the first approach they should follow? Yeah.
Um, they should know the history first and what blockchain is first. Understand
Okay.
what is the necessity of blockchain first. That's the
Hmm.
first thing that they have to learn. blockchain is not something which you have to use everywhere, right? I
Yeah.
mean, use anywhere, or like, if you have an application, there is no point in applying blockchain everywhere. Use it
True.
where it
True.
is necessary. Okay.
Mm.
Like, for example, in a supply chain itself, you can do supply chain in public blockchains also, right?
Mm.
In supply chain itself, you have to do the recording in blockchain where it is a crucial information, like,
Mm.
whenever wherever it is necessary, those things you have to record in blockchain, right?
True.
So that particular like, application part where you have to apply blockchain, that
Mhm.
should be clear first, then only you can, like, move forward, like, move forward in the sense you should know what you're doing first. So
Mhm.
learn what blockchain is, where it needs to be used, how it needs to be used. That application part you learn first,
Mm.
then you move to the, like, program development part. Okay, like Solidity or Rust, whatever. I do not say, like, you should start with Solidity or you should start
Mhm.
with Rust and all. Okay.
Exactly.
um See, that completely depends on which, like, change that they want to focus. Okay.
Mhm.
So I, like, if you are learning Solidity and if you are an enthusiast person, you should focus, like, start learning in Solana also, because my colleagues and myself, we are not just, like, sticking on just with Solidity.
True.
Okay, we
Mhm.
have to provide solutions in Solana also, so we have to learn
Correct.
Solana and the Rust development also. So that's
True.
not something which we can avoid. So
Mm.
that depends on your journey. If you want to focus
Mhm.
only on Solidity, you can learn Solidity itself. Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why people start learning Solidity in the, like, as in the starting stage itself, is because Ethereum is one of the, like, not like one
Yeah.
of the, it's the
It's the
first,
first
yeah,
developer
chain,
blockchain. Yeah,
yeah,
blockchain. Mm.
chain that, like, bro, like, that showed that blockchain is not just limited to cryptocurrency.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, it has other use cases and so many things that blockchain can, like, bring. So
True.
that's the reason, since it is a starting thing, and that's, like, one of the safest blockchain, and
Mm.
the most, like, popular ecosystem. That's the major reason why people start Solidity, learning Solidity.
Mhm.
But if you want, like, to start with Rust, there is no problem in it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's about understand what blockchain is, check
Mm.
out multiple ecosystems, see, like, like, which one you like, or, like, which one fascinates you more. Start learning that Solana or
Mhm.
Solidity. Both, like, you can start. There
Okay.
is no right now in this current use case.
Mhm.
I'm not saying, like, you should go with Solidity, or because both are, like, pretty popular now.
Pretty popular. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so it's again, very first, you mentioned a very good point. First, you need to understand about the history. Like,
Hmm.
what is blockchain? Blockchain is not meant for each and every use case or applications. You first need to understand where should, like, how to apply the blockchain, or what is the right place to apply that blockchain. Then only you decide now, okay, so I want to learn this public blockchain. Again, in public, which should be my focus, or get started with the basic one as a Solidity. And then you have to understand the aspects of both. There is a private blockchain concept as well, where the enterprises solutions need to build on as the supply chain, what example we have already mentioned. So those things, or those aspects also, you have to understand. And then gradually, slowly you'll get, when you get into that particular ecosystem, you'll understand what to explore, and explore the next step and what not, something like that. So yeah, it's good. Amazing. Pretty good. So we got very good insights and lot of details. So I have one more question. So currently in your company, are you hiring the freshers as well as early blockchain developers?
Uh, for blockchain, no, we don't,
Okay.
like,
Sad
we
news,
have
guys.
pretty,
Very
like,
sad news. Yeah, yeah.
we
Okay.
have, like, good experienced, six, seven
Uh,
experienced blockchain developers are there.
amazing, amazing.
So it's like, just like I have mentioned, blockchain is something which is a layer over full
Mm,
stack
yeah, yeah,
development.
full stack. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
So if you have, when a project is coming, if you have three full stack developers and one
Mhm.
blockchain developer, well, good.
It's
That
enough. Yeah,
particular, yeah, that's enough. So
yeah.
that particular blockchain developer can manage wherever the blockchain interactions are coming, like, all
Mm,
those part, this particular one blockchain developer. Along with that, that blockchain developer can act as a full stack developer also.
true. True.
So yeah, you should be a full stack developer. Then
Hmm.
the layer also.
There.
So
So
yeah,
keynote is here, guys. You must need to be a full stack. You first learn front end. If yeah, so I think if someone is asking what should is a right path to get into the IT industry, so you should start learning front end and back end. That's it.
yeah,
So once you have this full stack skill, you can then build your AI layer, blockchain layer, whatever you want to do. So okay,
yeah.
I hope then you are hiring the full stack developer guys then.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the
Yeah.
one thing
Mhm.
that I just mentioned, like, you can focus on Solidity or Rust. It is like, always check
Mhm.
the market. Okay.
Mm.
Maybe like, after 2 months, something else is coming that is going to, like, going to be a boom at that time. So if you
Mm.
have asked me this 2 or 3 years before, I would have said start with Solidity. But
Yeah, of
now I
course.
am
Mm.
saying like both are like popular.
Yeah.
So check the
Mm.
market, understand what is like because to be frank, blockchain technology, it's still in the like
Early stage.
research, like a early stage, I would
Early stage.
say.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, still you are finding more applications where you can apply blockchain technology.
Yes.
So that's what.
Yes. So true. So true. I always used to say blockchain is baby now. It's not
Yeah,
a grown up. It's a very young kid, like it's a
yeah,
baby. It don't know what to do, what, so people are just trying to play with it, just saying, hey, how are you, hi, how are, that thing is going on. Once it will become little mature, then the full blockchain is going to come, like
yeah.
the identity space, or there's a lot of other very interesting use cases still, but people are just trying to observe where or what is a best or best industry for blockchain. But I think yes, we are pretty doing good in terms of a lot of things, and in terms of, let's say, if collectively India is also doing a lot of good things in blockchain. There is a lot of government initiated projects in blockchain
Mm,
ecosystem. That's a very good news for us. And
mm,
still India is trying to regulate the crypto part of it as well, so
yeah.
that's also something. We are in a good shape, I must say,
Mm,
overall. Okay, so I think we have a pretty good time. So
mm.
do you have any suggestions or any advice for our audience? So I will try to wrap up our podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. So, since like, our whole discussion was based on the career journey and all those
Mhm.
things, I would say, like, understand what your passion is. It's not just
Mhm.
about blockchain technology. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
when you are learning itself, you will know, like, if you like solving coding more, get into full stack. If you like
Yeah.
analytics, get into AI or data analytics and all those things. So
Mm.
understand where you can do well. So understand what your passion is. From my
Correct.
experience, I was like, so like, I liked mathematics a lot. From mathematics, I like, got into like, the automations and like, algorithms and
Mhm.
all those things. Then I shifted to like, learned development. From development, I started being a blockchain developer. Then from there, I started managing projects. And right now, I'm so much in love with what I do, the project management, like,
Mhm.
deciding from where the project should start, the project initiation, planning, execution, and closing it, all those management thing, along with my technical understanding. So
Mhm.
just like, understand where, like, what your passion is. From there, like, reach, like, create a goal and reach there. Always
Right.
travel to like, to a destination.
True, true. So true, ma'am. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
So,
what.
yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Literally appreciate your time and the valuable insights. The whatever journey you have spoke, it was literally inspirational. Like you started from a early developer and now you are leading a complete firm. So it's not an
Yeah.
easy task, right? So, congratulations for your journey as well. And then, if because my students always used to ask me, "Bhaiya, do we have any opening?" So that's why I keep that point. Are you hiring? So just for the confirmation, if there is any opening, I have a small community over here, so you can reach out to me. We can help together. It's like, so you can hire some developers who are trained by me or something like that. So I used to mentor them, like, do these, do that, or something like that, right? So
Yeah.
thank you so much once again for your time, and if time permits, we'll try to do one more amazing podcast with you, man.
Thank
Uh,
you so much, Akshay, for giving me this
uh,
opportunity. And I was like, I'm grateful that you gave me this opportunity to share my insights to people. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
So
so
thank
much.
you guys. See you in next video. Bye bye. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Bye bye.